Welcome to the world of StarCraft 2. This is your host, Galaxy. Yeah, we're here at Metalopolis in the IEM tournament between two amazing Terran players. I don't know where they're spawning it, but we'll find out in just a second in pre-game show. Don't forget to drink your green tea, sponsored to you by Dragonwell Tea. That's right, extra green tea. Yeah. Got lots of energy today, my friends, and here we go. Another StarCraft 2 game. Another battle between intellects. Battle of pride. Who's gonna be the best player? Is it gonna be the Terran monster Goody? I'm Metalopolis in the 6 o'clock position, or is AaSarens going to be the victor at the 3 o'clock? Friendly banter going on between Goody and Sarens, but you know that in reality they want to murder each other. Okay, I can't talk like this the whole game, probably without upsetting someone. So I'm just gonna relax and calm down. This is Metalopolis. They are on very close positions, so it's gonna be close rush distance. Are either of these players gonna early expand? I think not. Not on this. Not in these positions. And this game is so deep and so amazing that you have to, when you're a pro, you really have to consider things like that. For example, if your normal build is a fast expand, you know, and they are up here spawning, you're like, well, it might be a little safer than they're here. So build order isn't just a matter of numbers. It's what map you're on. It's what position your opponent is in. It's what race they are. There's so many factors. And now talking about that was good, but now let's talk about the APM from these players. They are a whopping 300 from AaSarens and Goody at around 100 at the moment. You don't really need more than 100, especially in the early game, unless you want to spam buttons. Now that the game is going on, AaSarens does have about 200 approximately. And let's look and see what these players are building. Looks like a barracks and refinery, one of the most standard openings, I believe, for these Terran players. The SCV is now going to be going out for Goody, and again, this is an IEM tournament that was played, a best of 3. I'm going to be casting this one, and we'll see. If it was an extremely good game, then maybe I'll cast the other two. Again, this is your host, Galaxy, coming to you with another SC2 commentary. Please do subscribe if you enjoyed this video, blah da da da. And that's all. That's that. And the AaSarens taking 5 minerals from the base of Goody. An orbital command on the way for both players, it looks like. Supply depot placement. Not identical, however. This supply depot is in a different place. I don't really know if that detail matters too much. What is he going to see? AaSarens is going to see that a Marine is going to come out and almost blow him away. Nope, this SCV down to 39 out of 45 health. And get back to work. Go mine your minerals. You did your job. If we look and see what these players can see, it looks like Goody has not yet scouted, does not even know where his opponent is as of yet. And AaSarens has, in the meantime, has seen what is going on in Goody's base. A second gas, so that could mean early Banshees. That could mean early siege tanks. Could mean double medevacs. It could be marauders with. It could mean a lot of different things. But we will just have to see. I wouldn't be surprised if AaSarens does some more tenacious scouting just to see what tech Goody is going to go. That double refinery in the beginning, before your just after one barracks, does denote lots of tech. But AaSarens himself is going for some early tech, building a second refinery. Often players, what they'll do is they'll build one refinery only, and then they'll fast expand, but that is a little bit riskier in these positions, as we have already determined. If we look at the production tab, it looks like a starport going down for AaSarens, and I like interesting placement of these Marines. They're just kind of hanging out right here at the edge of the map. And an SCV, Goody he must know where AaSarens is because this SCV is chilling right here at the bottom of AaSarens expansion. He will see whether or not an expansion will go down. I don't think he's made it up the ramp because he hasn't seen. It's possible he went up the ramp and just got shot by Marines. I'm not really 100% sure. An armory going down, hiding that armory on the left side of his base. So Goody is actually going for Thors. It might go for a Thor drop. We'll just have to see. But definitely an early Thor and siege tank. So both players deciding to just stay on one base. Let's go to the APM. About 200 for AaSarens. Sorry about all the moving around. Really need to get better at that. And about 150 for Goody, maybe a little bit less than 150. At the current moment, if we look at the units tab, identical SCVs and 8 Marines for AaSarens and 6, but we have 6 Marines and a siege tank for Goody. So it's not clear exactly if we go to the unit slots 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This battle has yet really to get underway. I feel like both these players are not, neither one is trying to be aggressive. They're both just getting their build underway. They both have an idea for what build they want to do, and now it's time for the Banshees to do some harassment. It's Banshees versus Thor basically right now. If you see a Thor is in production, let's go to the production tab, keep that open, and siege tank attack is on the way. Does AaSaren know what's coming? Does he know that a Banshee is on the way? He does have Marines here to try and fend out this Banshee. I guess that's what they were for. One getting shot down, the second one getting shot down. This siege tank's got to get out of the way. It's gonna. Oh, but the Thor does come in and doesn't quite get the Banshee, but it is down to 14 out of 140 health. This factory is going out to scout. And I'm find it intriguing that Goody. That Goody. I was gonna call him Goody. Goody is at this moment. He did a fast armory so he could get Thor attack, and then he's flying his factory. No, it's a barracks, not a factory. I gotta put my glasses on. This is a barracks, not a factory. Why would you send your factory out if you're building Thors? I do not know. Still one base for both players, and I think that's just, again, because of these positions, or maybe they just like to one base. I actually don't know. I haven't seen too many games from either player, so I'm not really sure what their styles are. Do we see any upgrades on the way? It looks like Combat Shield is on the way for AaSaren, and meanwhile, okay, this barracks is probably going to get shot down, but these Marines have to be careful because they're going to get in range of the siege tanks. Be careful, Marines. Yeah, that's right. Don't engage where there are siege tanks. You know, AaSarens does know that Goody went mech, so he's got to know that there's siege tanks there. If we look at what he did, he probably did he scan? I heard a scan going down. He may know that there are siege tanks on the ledge if he scanned and saw that. I'm not 100% sure if he did. This barracks is just hanging out here, really, and now building a turret to spot Banshees, I presume. Meanwhile, a medevac is going to go with an SCV and 6 Marines. Let's see what it can do. No, a Marauder and 6 Marines. Correction. Now we finally have a starboard going down for Goody and his second expansion. Still, I don't feel like either player is really committed to any kind of real aggression. Just some harassment from AaSarens, but so far the harassment has been fended away quite well. That Banshee was almost shut down. And here we have a medevac drop from AaSarens. Now, how is he going to follow this medevac drop up with? Is he going to expand? Is he going to push out with this force? It looks like it might be a double-pronged attack. Here we have SCVs running away. I don't think Goody is in good position, and looks like AaSarens is not opting to attack the front. He's just going to continue with this attack and let it die off. But no, he is now going to attack the front, catching this command center off guard. But there are siege tanks to fend that away. And if we look at the units lost, was that harassment worth it? It looks like it's still about even 175 mineral difference, 175 resource difference, that is. So we're not really sure who is ahead just yet. But this tenacious force of harassment is going to try and shoot down the armory. Is it going to succeed? The Thor has 400 health and says goodbye to the medevac drop. But meanwhile, on the map, we have Banshees harassing this command center, being very obnoxious, and no real barracks. Like I was going to say, send your Marines, but this barracks is in the air, and I'm not sure if we even have another barracks down for Goody. So this Banshee, ooh, don't lose your Banshee. You did lose your Banshee, but AaSarens is going to siege, take out this Thor. Sorry about the moving screen. That Thor does get taken down. Very expensive unit. And AaSarens now definitely keeping the pressure on. Gonna siege tanks out. No, don't do that. No, if I were Goody, I would be thinking, no, don't do that. Please leave me alone. Please go away. Please let me get my second base up. And this aggression from AaSarens has been not only effective in keeping Goody on one base, but if we look at here, his expansion is now down, so it's enabled him to get his own resources up. And of course, this medevac drop is still being effective, shooting down SCVs and the gas geysers. That's really got to hurt, guys. But this tank is sieged up, is gradually going to take out this bio army. However, I think he's just been doing so much damage. If we go to the APM tab, skyrocketing for both players, or plummeting a little bit. And then we go to the production tab. Looks like AaSarens is building the most. He's getting concussive shells, Marauders, and Vikings. If you look at the units tab, looks like we have 40 SCVs versus 34. But again, AaSarens is on 2 bases. No Thors for Goody. It looks like he did lose all his 4 Thors and the GG. That was just phenomenal. I loved how AaSarens just harassed and continued the harassment, and then put on the aggression. Did a small push, and then got his expansion, and that was able. Goody just couldn't handle the pressure. So this was game 1. Again, don't know if I'm going to cast game 2, but I hope that you do. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Cheers.